happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Splash Live. I'm Ursula Kraus. Thank you to everyone from West Bloomfield, Kego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and Orchard Lake for tuning in on this wonderful Wednesday morning. The Splash Live is Greater West Bloomfield's very own daily TV and radio streaming show. Always watch us live Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. on Civic Center TV. Catch us on Comcast Channel 15, AT&T Channel 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on Civic Center TV's Facebook app, and you can even listen live on 89.3 Lakes FM. The Splash Live is part of Civic Center TV and Lakes FM's 90 minutes of live local programming. A foggy and hazy morning is in store for West Bloomfield, but we can expect that to clear up as the day goes on and reaches a high of the 70s. With a 0% chance of precipitation, we can chill out and enjoy a beautiful day. Temperatures will drop to the mid-50s later tonight, but tomorrow is yet another beautiful sunny day, with temperatures hovering in the mid-70s and falling to the low 60s in the evening. This weekend looks very warm and enjoyable, with temperatures in the mid to upper 80s and lots of sun, so soak it up while you can. Who doesn't like music? As part of the Music at Maine concert series, the Friends of the West Bloomfield Township Public Library will be hosting a special guest. This Sunday, September 18th at 3 p.m., Nano Japa will perform under the tents behind the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Building. This group is culturally related and traditionally artistic, and its name means keep together. The group is widely known and in high demand, so you don't want to miss out on this performance. Don't forget, ViewFest is this weekend. With games, food, freebies, and music, this ultimate free event begins at 11 a.m. and parties until 5 p.m. this Saturday, September 17th. Come on down to Walled Lake Central High School and see what Words of Hope for Life is all about, as they support mental health in ways that bring out the best in everyone. Let's beat the negative stigma of mental health together and have a wonderful time at ViewFest. Are you looking for something to do tonight? Because you're in luck. The Shul West Bloomfield is celebrating its 20 years of operation with a Broadway-esque night out for the community. Tonight, September 14th at 6:30 p.m., the synagogue will be hosting Broadway at the Shul, an evening full of music with vocal coach David Babinette. This event is in full celebration and a community engagement, and in such great timing as it's happening right before Rosh Hashanah. There will be an open bar and many delicious treats to enjoy. As we gear up to cheer on our Laker football team this Friday against Clarkson High School, we have the chance to catch a little snippet of what the team has in store for the hopeful win in the remainder of the Laker season. Tyler Keefe was able to interview Laker defensive end Jonathan Gabriel to see what approach the team is prepping for this weekend. Let's see what he has to say.
Jonathan, you come into this season kind of in a platoon on the opposite side of Brandon Davis-Swain at the defensive edge position with Stephen Fountain. For you, coming into this defense with the pedigree behind you that this defensive line has had in the last few years, what have you been able to learn coming up in this program from some of those guys and bring that to your game in this season where the Lakers defense looks like it's going to be an absolute problem on a statewide level?
Well, yeah, there's a lot to learn from the guys that we've had in the recent years. A lot of guys going to college, playing football. So, yeah, there's been a lot of stuff to watch and to learn from them.
Working alongside Brandon Davis-Swain, it really puts a two-headed monster on each edge of the defensive line, having a guy like Brandon, having a guy like you, and guys like Steven attacking the quarterback. So how do you guys work together in a way that makes that even tougher, getting in the backfield and really consolidating the pressure in the pocket for these quarterbacks?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to have all three of us playing together. I think we're getting better at working together and like forcing quarterbacks to go to each other. So like if I run upfield, then someone else will come and get the quarterback. So yeah, we're learning. We're getting better at playing together.
It's great to see these guys play at a high level on the field and really have effective games. We've seen that from Jonathan. We've seen that from really all this defense, making those big plays, supporting the guys at the second and third level to make those tackles. And it's been very impressive to watch you guys play ball so far this season. But beyond game day, what are some of your favorite things to do, your favorite activities outside of football?
I really enjoy being outside, spending time outside with family especially. I'm also working hard in school, keeping my grades up. So yeah.
All the things that define a student athlete. Jonathan, anything else that you'd like to say about this season, about working in tandem with this great defense we have here at West Bloomfield, or anything about this upcoming game against Clarkston? Tough game on Friday night.
Yeah, I just think we've got a lot of talent on both sides of the ball, and I just think we're gonna play a good game, and we're gonna see, we're gonna see how it goes.
Tough to run the ball against the defensive line as formidable as West Bloomfield, but you got the talent on Clarkston, Ethan Clark and the like. Even their quarterback, Michael Hine, likes to get on the ground and run a bit. We'll see how they match up against West Bloomfield's defensive line on Family Fun Night this Friday, 7 p.m. at West Bloomfield High School. Our coverage on civiccentertv.com/Lakersports, as well as many other outlets, begins about 6:30 for the pregame show. 6 o'clock, you'll see this show this week in Laker football. Jonathan, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
As always, don't forget to tune in to the big game this Friday on Civic Center TV and WB-TV and on the radio at 89.3 Lakes FM. Also, watch This Week in Laker Football on Civic Center TV's YouTube page and get ready to see all of the inside scoop on Lakers football. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are honored to welcome back to our show Suzanne Levine, Executive Director of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. She will be joining us to talk about how the leadership breakfast went yesterday. We'll see you back in a second.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to get the COVID-19 vaccine?
I don't like getting sick. The virus will die. It will be easy to not catch it. Keep my family safe and keep playing soccer. Because I love being vaccinated.
What's your hope for everyone?
I hope everybody gets the vaccine to keep safe and strong. Be happy, having fun everywhere. Everyone stay safe and hope you get the vaccine.
In the face of COVID-19, staying healthy is important. And now the same is true as we face the flu. Influenza has the potential to infect millions, putting lives and the healthcare system at risk. Fortunately, it's easy to protect yourself. The flu vaccine is safe and effective, and with COVID-19 still spreading, it's essential. To see how you can hit this virus head-on, visit michigan.gov/flu.
Fire Prevention Week is just around the corner. Join volunteer, part-time, and on-call firefighters at this year's Fire Open House. Catch up on your fire safety knowledge with live demonstrations and hands-on activities. Chat with local businesses and resources about fire prevention, see some familiar faces, fight future fires, and make some new friends. The West Bloomfield Fire Open House, October 2nd from noon to 3 p.m. at Fire Station 1 on Orchard Lake Road. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live. I'm Ursula Kraus. We've talked about it leading up to the actual event, and now we have the honor of hearing how the 2022 Leadership Breakfast turned out. Joining us now, we have Suzanne Levine, who was a huge part in this great event. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Suzanne.
Thank you so much for having me.
So just to recap a little bit about the event, can you tell our viewers what the Leadership Breakfast was and what it benefited?
Well, the Leadership Breakfast is our signature event. We always get some well-known speaker in the community. And this year we had Laura Graneman. She's the Vice President of Rocket Community Fund and the Executive Director of Gilbert Family Foundation, to talk about all the great initiatives that they are doing for the citizens of Detroit. Because we know that if people are not fed or housed or don't have access to digital communication, if they don't have jobs, that's going to have an impact on not just that area, but the region as well. So it's amazing the initiatives that they're doing. They just unleashed a new one that's going to give $10 million to entrepreneurs in Detroit to help them realize their dreams. They've done things like renovate homes, help them pay back taxes, make sure that their homes are, are digitally connected. So especially the children during the pandemic have access not only to laptops, but obviously that they can get, internet access and Zoom for their schools. There are just so many things they're doing, for education, housing, and to make sure that the citizens of Detroit feel valued and respected, because we know that if someone feels valued and respected, the chance of their doing something to harm themselves or other people is, greatly reduced. So it was fabulous. We had our good friend Roop Raj, Fox 2 news anchor, and he did me a big favor because usually he is sleeping at that time. He took over the much coveted spot for Hugh Perkins. And so we're really proud of him, and we're really grateful that he was able to MC this event.
So how did it feel to see the event in action after all the planning that went into it?
It was amazing, and the turnout was exceptional. Wabi Country Club did a fabulous job as usual, and it was so great to see our community come together and enjoy what Laura had to say, because a lot of people are totally unaware of all the great things that Rocket Community Fund and Gilbert Family Foundation are doing for the city of Detroit. And yes, they have, hundreds of millions of dollars to give, which, is much appreciated, but, not all billionaires give money to support the community in worthwhile causes. So we're really grateful to Dan Gilbert because he has almost single-handedly revitalized Detroit. I was fortunate to celebrate a birthday this weekend with my children in Detroit, and I was overwhelmed by the vibrancy, by the young people that were, attending the clubs, the restaurants, walking around. It was really exciting because a vibrant Detroit reverberates positively into the cities. People work in Detroit or vice versa, but it's great because we need a vibrant city in order for the whole region to survive and thrive.
So what would you say was your personal favorite part about yesterday's breakfast?
I think just getting the positive feedback from the community, hearing Laura speak. She's a fabulous speaker, and she's so committed to the city of Detroit. She is this amazing woman who really believes in what she's doing, is passionate about the area. And so, and hearing the interchange between her and Roop, it was great. And I think that everyone needs to, I know that Civic Center TV were very appreciative, came and covered the event. So I'm looking forward to, watching the link and, spreading the word about the great things that you're doing also to cover our events, because this is more than just a local event. When you have a big speaker from Detroit, it makes it a much more regional event. And I think it empowers all of us to really think about what we can do to help our fellow citizen, even if we obviously don't have the deep pockets of a Rocket Community Fund. But there are things we can do to make everyone's life better, because we are all connected. And I think that was kind of the theme of the event, is that we're all connected.
So how would you say the success of how this event turned out will help the events further on down the line?
I think when people in our local businesses see that they can make great connections to people they would not have access to, I think it not only benefits the chamber, but it benefits them, because you don't know who might be able to help your business spread the word, make a great connection. I know a lot of people might be a little shy about going up to someone that they don't know. And that's where I come in. I love making these connections, making sure that there's introductions of businesses that might not think about partnering, but, making sure that they are introduced to the right people. We have this wonderful woman that's actually on our cable commission, Jennifer Boykins, and she has an educational business. And, introducing her to someone like Laura, where they are very concerned about educating the citizens of Detroit. We see that, the past 2 years, unfortunately, has had a very negative impact on our children. The scores, the math and reading scores are subpar. And plus, we know it really negatively impacts their social skills. So these are important issues that we're going to have to address in the upcoming years. So making a connection, from Jennifer to Laura, maybe there's something she can offer, the children of Detroit to help improve these scores and make sure that every child, that there was a thing is no left behind, but really it's very important that every child has access to quality education so that in the future, they don't necessarily have to go to college, but maybe they pursue a vocational career, the electrical, the carpentry, the plumbing, those skills and those trades are never going away. You're not going to have a robot to do those. So those are important skills that we really need to make sure that our children and the future know that they can make a good living. They don't have to go to college for this. They can get a vocational training and make a lot more money and, and feel good about themselves. And we need those people to work in those trades.
Right. Yeah. So we actually do only have a couple more minutes left in the interview. Is there anything you want to talk about event-wise coming up in the future?
We have so many ribbon cuttings, so it's exciting time in West Bloomfield with all these businesses opening up. Tomorrow, from 4 to 7, we have VO Med Spa. We have a great ribbon cutting for them. I know they're going to have a charcuterie board and champagne. So we welcome everyone. Check our website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, to make sure that you get all the details. Monday, the Great Greek Mediterranean restaurant has a great ribbon cutting at 11 a.m. And there's going to be all kinds of free food samples. They're on Orchard Lake. And on the 22nd, we have 2 great ribbon cuttings. One for the middle school that's opening. I believe that's at 6:00, and the other for a complexion spa on Orchard Lake. That's from 5 to 7. So please check our website. We have all kinds of upcoming events, and we are going to be finally doing our Not So White Elephant charity party. It's the one time a year that we can give back to a small local charity, and it's going to be the Hospitality House Food Pantry. It will be at the Avalon of Commerce, and more details to follow.
Awesome. And one more time, can you repeat the website just so our viewers can go visit it?
Absolutely. It's westbloomfieldchamber.com, or they can contact me at wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. Give me a call at 248-626-3636. I'm there to listen and hopefully strategize and make some meaningful connections for you to benefit your business.
Well, thank you so much, Suzanne. It's always such a pleasure to have you on the show with us.
Well, thank you, and have a great rest of the week, everyone.
You as well. So as I mentioned earlier, ViewFest is this weekend, and it is a wonderful opportunity to get up close and personal with mental health awareness. We have Executive Board Member Glenn Schwartz and Executive Director Nikki O'Donnell of Words of Hope for Life joining us now to talk about ViewFest 2022. Thank you so much for joining us, Glenn and Nikki.
Thanks.
Hi.
So can you tell us a little bit about what Words of Hope for Life does?
Do you want to start with that one? Yeah. So Words of Hope for Life is a mental health action nonprofit. So we are not just talking the talk, but we're out walking the walk. We believe in community-based event intervention. So we create some really unique experiences within communities that help create community and also benefit and help mental health across the board. And we do it in a really out-of-the-box way.
So can you explain a little bit about what ViewFest is? What can we expect at this event?
Yes. So I like
Second annual.
Yes, the second annual ViewFest. Last year we broke a world record, which was really incredible. That was kind of our spin on a community bonding event, really. But this year, our message is making happiness a habit. We did a lot of stigma breaking in the sort of the genesis and the building of the initial ViewFest. And so now we're building on top of that. So I like to say that ViewFest is everything that you love about festival culture and everything you need to take care of your mental health. And this is for all ages. So you're going to show up to an event that will literally improve your mental health just by participating in it. And not only that, it's going to be really fun. So you could literally attend the event and have no idea that each of these experiences that we've created and curated are actually benefiting your mental health, but they 100% are.
So did you have a big turnout last year? I know you said this is your second annual. How did the first year go?
How'd it go, Glenn?
It was beyond anything we could have expected. We were definitely upwards plus 5,000. A lot of that had to do with our Hug Buddy postcard project, where we had broken the Guinness Book of World Records. A lot of people in the community had participated in that and wanted to see where their postcards stood in the longest line created, which was 2.8 miles. So we're expecting a turnout that's fairly large this year. It's going to be probably a little bit smaller because we're not breaking a record. But one thing that is new this year that is different from last is that all of the activities are free. The only thing that is purchasable is food, things at our pop-up tent, and occasionally if there's an activity that requires like an ancillary component like a t-shirt, that might be available too. But the rest of it is come and have a great day. Music, food trucks, arts and crafts.
Lots of make and takes. So we have Miss Teen Michigan and Mrs. USA coming. They're going to be doing t-shirt refashioning. So if you've ever seen the funky thrifted t-shirts that are cut all fun and tied all funky, they're going to come in and they're going to help us do some really cool projects with that, which will be really neat.
We're having a candy bar, a giant Candyland game. We have a new entity that's being launched called Cheesecake.
Yes. So we are doing a partnership with 24th Cheesecakery, and so our new Sugar Smile branded cheesecake will be also part of Words of Hope for Life, and it'll be debuting at ViewFest. You can come out and try this incredible cheesecake that also benefits mental health and all the work that we do, which will be really, really fun.
So do you have to be a local resident of the area to attend, or is it literally open to anybody?
It's literally open to anybody. You'll see our billboards all throughout Oakland County and Metro Detroit. Oakland County is our home, and Walled Lake and the Walled Lake Consolidated School District that we partner with, they are our hub. That's where we started. And so a lot of our the people who attend our events are from this area, but we are certainly not limited to that. So we make sure to to get the word out as far and wide as we possibly can.
Yeah, the only difference for this year and the location specific is that all of our activities being free, we do have limited supply. So we would ask anybody that's super excited and can't wait to do certain things like clay creations, come out as early as possible. The event runs from 11 to 5, and obviously it's first come, first serve on a lot of the things.
So would either of you change anything about the event, considering how it went last year? Would you change anything for future years?
So I think we did. I think we took a lot of what we learned last year and what people really loved. So the activities, the things that we're engaging, not just one age group, that we're engaging lots of age groups and getting families to kind of join and participate together. We really capitalized on that this year. The partnerships that we have within the community, we grew that almost double this year, which is even more exciting to have. About, what is it now? How many community partners would you say, Glenn?
Oh gosh, over 70 at this point.
Yeah. So really combining the forces of people in the community already doing cool stuff and giving them a platform for that. That was another thing we wanted to build on this year. An example of that is that we will have Dean Transportation. So all of Walled Lake Consolidated School Districts uses Dean Transportation for their school buses, and they reached out to us to participate. They saw what we did last year and were really excited to be a part of it. And so they're actually allowing us to use one of their buses to create our Zen Den. So we did a piece in Zen Den last year in a tent, and this year we get to do it in a giant school bus that has a lot of the back seats removed. So I'm getting really creative with how we're going to do that. But that's, again, just a free experience that people can have and come and check out while they're at ViewFest.
The other component that's somewhat interesting is actually very interesting is we partnered with the Jessica Star Splash Pad to raise money for the splash pad in Novi. So we have a 50-50 silent auction, we have raffle baskets, and then we also have a silent auction. All those things will contribute towards making the splash pad a reality.
That's awesome. So I'm very curious. I love food trucks. What food trucks do you expect to be there this year?
Yes. So we're very excited to have back a few of the ones that we had last year. Kona Ice Truck will be out there, Fresh Squeezed Lemonade, and they're also doing mini donuts this year. We'll also have Bueno Tacos, which I'm particularly excited about, and Ed's Barbecue, who was out last year, and if anyone is out there, know how incredible that was. So Yes, we'll also be doing, we'll have pizza out there. That will be a Words of Hope for Life station.
And a big non-alcoholic tiki bar with
Yes.
lots of cool branded drinks.
Yes, we call it our dry bar with like these really fun mocktails that are, again, themed with ViewFest theme of making happiness a habit.
That sounds so fun. Do you have any more events planned for this year after ViewFest?
So we are always in the works here at Words of Hope for Life. We have several events sort of in the works here. We have lots of partnerships, like I said, that we've really been growing and fostering, particularly in the Walled Lake School District. So you'll definitely be seeing a lot from us as we continue to gain and build momentum. Right now, as we interview, we're in our physical space here in Commerce, Michigan at the Rail, where we do a lot of our planning and programming, and we've almost grown out of it. So we're really, expanding and getting out of the community to do more, sort of like boots on the ground, community interventions and programs and some neat partnerships too. So you'll definitely be seeing a lot from us after ViewFest and in the coming year for sure.
Yeah, so a lot of the activities from here till the end of the year may be scaled back and smaller.
Yeah.
Our next really, really, really large activity would be ZooFest 2023. We did that this year in July. It was an amazing turnout at the Detroit Zoo for all of Oakland County. Dates are different next year and are to be determined, but that will be launched out there to the media probably sometime in January.
So that is awesome. I'm so excited for you guys. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we leave today?
I think just a general invitation, please come out if you're, just looking for something fun and to keep the kids busy for a whole afternoon. Come on out. Again, like we said, this is for all ages. And I'm really, really thrilled that we've been able to work so hard to make the 90% of the activities and the take homes and everything completely free. We have incredible sponsors and people who have donated their time and their talent. So come out and check it out. Come get some free stuff, come hang out with us, and again, see our approach to making happiness a habit, and hopefully take away a couple tidbits that you can incorporate into your own life this fall and your family's life, and maybe make some connections and meet some new friends.
And look for all of our billboards and signage posted around Walled Lake Central by tomorrow night.
Thank you so much, Nikki and Glenn. Visit wordsofhopeforlife.com for more information, and we do hope you'll stop by this weekend. I know I plan on going. Again, that's ViewFest this Saturday. Begins at 11 o'clock in the morning and it ends at 5. There's so much to do, so much to see. We really hope you'll stop by. It's going to be such a great event. That is about all the time we have for the show today. I'm Ursula Kraus, and we want to thank you so much for watching the Splash Live, your very own Greater West Bloomfield talk, TV, and streaming show. Watch us live Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 10 a.m. on Civic Center TV. You can also watch us on Comcast Channel 15, AT&T Channel 99, on the web at civiccentertv.com, on the Facebook app, and on the radio. We'll see you tomorrow.
Let's relish these moments, made possible by the COVID-19 vaccine.